Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with this transfer news claiming that Barca could miss out on this Real Valladolid young right back by name Ivan Fresneda as Borussia Dortmund are closing to a deal. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, still on the right back issue, it has been reported that Barca are currently weighing up this other player who plays for Feyenoord. Of course, he is being rated at 15 million euros. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. With João Cancelo edging towards a move to Arsenal and Benjamin Pavard understood to be in negotiations to sign for Liverpool, Barcelona are now staring at the prospect of missing out on yet another right-back target in the form of Ivan Fresneda. Reports earlier this week suggested that the La Liga champions had taken an interest in the 18-year-old Real Valladolid starlet after he enjoyed a solid campaign last time out in the Spanish top flight. Fresneda is being pursued by a host of clubs across Europe, including the likes of Arsenal, Newcastle United, and Borussia Dortmund. His release clause has dropped to 20 million euros following Valladolid's relegation from La Liga. However, as per a report from Tony Juan Marti, Borussia Dortmund are making rapid progress in negotiations with Real Valladolid over the possible signing of Fresneda, which could lead to Barcelona missing out on his capture. As per the report, the Black and Yellows are edging so close to a deal, although a full agreement is yet to be reached between the two clubs. The deal is said to be worth around 15 million euros in fixed fees plus variables, with the player expected to sign a contract for 4 or 5 years with the Bundesliga runners-up. If true, this will come as a blow for Barcelona, who are looking at Fresneda as a possible long-term solution to their right-back problems. Even though the Catalans are not looking at the position as a priority, Xavi Hernandez and co see it as a necessity. If they do not bring in a player, Barcelona might have to rely on Jules Koundé again, along with Julian Araujo and Sergio Roberto. Of course, let's not forget that Jules Koundé himself have insisted that he doesn't want to play at the right back position. And if Barca are just making things anyhow, they're not taking the right back issue serious, then to be honest, it's going to be very terrible. Honestly, I think we need to sign the right back. I've always been saying this. We need to sign a right back. I think it's a necessity, yes. It's also a priority. But the way Javi and Code are just making the thing look like they don't even care because they have Kunde who have been reliable. But this is a guy who have played there well, yes. But if he says he doesn't want to play in his unnatural position, then just respect that. Because it's not good. It's never a wish that a player will come to a club and will be forced to, maybe his career will start turning into something else that he have never wanted to. Kunde is not a right back, even though he does well there without any issues. But it seems as though Barca don't take that seriously. No matter that the player have been saying, please, I don't want to play right back again. Next season onwards, he wants to be playing more as a centre back. But when we talk about these reports about how Barca have failed to get their target in the right back position, it feels like Barca don't even put the matter too seriously. Because all what Javi will be talking about is pivot, pivot, pivot midfielder, pivot midfielder, like as if we don't have players who can also play there. There's not like there's nobody there. There are guys who can still play there in Busquets' absence. But Javi have carried out, have put it on his head like he wants to find a Busquets type of player, a Busquets. And to be honest, look at players like Sofian Amrabat. Does he have any similarities to Busquets? Hell no, nothing. So I don't see the reason why Barca will prioritize a pivot and not prioritize a right back. What sense does that make? I still don't get it. I just still don't get it. This is another guy from Real Valladolid, Ivan Fresneda. upcoming talent. Barcelona failing again to sign him. Like all what Barca can do is showing interest from up, left, right, center. Interest, 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 interest. At the end, go for the player and make it work. Other clubs will come and hijack it from Barca's hands. This is not the first time. Last season, it was just so current. And Barca will keep being the most talked about club in transfer business as if they can do a big business. At the end, we will sign mostly free agents because the poverty rate is too much in this club. To be honest, sometimes it gets me sick and tired. Honestly, reporting this story sometimes get me sick and tired because we only talk about interest, interest, interest. And some people call it interested FC. Of course, it is interested FC for sure because that's all that they're good about. Sign the players, don't keep talking and talking, but go and do the job. But they always fail from that. I think they should try to, you know, they should try to adjust on that. We have been linked with multiple players, but at the end, we don't get them. How many clubs do we hear about that? So let's see what happens in that right back. Because honestly, I wonder Xavi should go for that right for a right back. Because we have already lose João Cancelo from what we are getting. That Arsenal are more closer than us. Of course, it's a big blow. Then on to the next story of discussion. According to David Bernabeu, Reveta of Sport, Barcelona are considering making a move for this Feyenoord right back by name Lucharel Gitruida in the upcoming summer transfer window. A product of the Feyenoord Youth Academy, Guetrida has grown into the first team regular for the Eredivisie Giants. He featured in 41 matches across all competitions during the 2022-23 season, posting a return of 3 goals and assists apiece. The 22-year-old is also hasn't one appearance for the Netherlands national team. His grown and performances have not gone unnoticed, with Barca glancing admiring eyes towards the right back. The report states that the player was recommended to the club by departing sporting director Jordi Cruyff. The Dutchman's market value is understood to be somewhere around 18 million euros, and as per the report, Barcelona are now considering making an offer worth close to 15 million euros for the 22-year-old right back. Of the 15 million euros, 10 million euros will be fixed transfer fee, and the remaining 5 million euros will be variables and add-ons. The La Liga champions are also looking at Ivan Fresneda of Real Valladolid as an option, but the 18-year-old could be bound for Borussia Dortmund. João Cancelo of Man City is also on the agenda, as long as Barca can sign him on loan. However, the Premier League champions wish to sell him outright, with Arsenal appearing as the likely destination for Cancelo. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.